Good morning everyone. In the previous classes we have discussed about what are the factors affecting the water demand. Okay. I have told you if the size of the city increases then the quantity of the water will be increased, and in climatic conditions in hot and dry places if we use more quantity of the water, and in cold countries we use less quantity of the water. Okay. Next is living standard of the people. In living standard of the people we use the per capita water demand increases with the living standard of the people. Next is industrial and commercial activities, as the quantity of the water required in industries is much more than the domestic demand. And next is pressure in distribution system, as we know that the rate of the water consumption increases with the increase in pressure of the building. Okay. Next is system of sanitization. The per capita demand of the towns having water carriage system will be more than the town of the system where the system is not being used. Okay. Next is cost of the water. Mainly we use the, I have told you, mainly we give the water payment bill, water bill. So we can say that the cost of the water directly affects its demand when the cost water is more. Okay. And if the less quantity of the water will be used, so we will pay the low cost of water bill. Okay. So here are the factors affecting the water demand. Next we will be dealing with methods of forecasting populations. Okay. Before going to what are the methods of forecasting populations, we will be know what is forecasting populations. Okay. As we know, we are getting water from the pipelines. Okay. At a certain diameter or of a certain diameter we are getting water from the pipelines. So we have to design the pipeline or a water work for a future populations. Okay. So we have to design a water work for a future population, not for the present populations. Okay. So we can say that the forecasting populations, we can design a pipeline or a water work for a future populations. Okay. As we know that the design period is fixed, the next step is to determine the population in various period. Okay. Because the population of the town generally goes on increasing, as we see that the population of the town generally goes on increasing. So we have to design the water pipeline or future water pipeline for a future populations. Okay. So we can say that the population of the town generally goes on increasing. Okay. The populations are increased. How the population has been increased? We can say that the population have been increased by birth, decreased by birth, increased by migrations also we can say. Okay. These are the factors which affect or changes in populations. So next is the correct present and the past populations can be obtained from the census office. So if you design a pipeline or a water pipeline, if you will design, we can get the present and the past population from our census office. Okay. And we will design the pipeline or water work for our future populations. Okay. So we have to depend on our present or past populations. So we can get from the census office, we can also get it that populations. The future development of the town mostly depends on trade expansion, development of industries, discoveries of mines, constructions of railway stations, or any other kind of work. Okay. So these are the following methods of the forecasting populations. First is arithmetical increase method, geometric increase method, incremental increase method, decreasing rate of method, simple graphical method, logistic curve method, apportionment method, comparative graphical method, master plan method. Okay. So we will read about what do you mean by arithmetical increase method. In arithmetical increase method, we will how we will calculate the arithmetical increase method. In mainly the arithmetical increase method and mainly used in our developed countries. Okay. Where the countries have been already developed, this method will be implemented there. Okay. What do you mean by this method? This method is based on the assumption that the population is increasing at a constant rate. As we know, we will make an assumption that the population will increase at a constant rate. Okay. So we can say that the rate of change of population with time is constant. Here I have shown you that is dp by dt equals to c, a constant. Okay. You can see here, you can take as a c or you can also take it as a x. Okay, that is a constant. So by integrating dp by dt, we will get p2 minus p1 equals to c t2 minus t1. Okay, where p1 equals to populations at the time, at the first census, what was the populations, at the p2 population at the time t2 last available census. Okay, and the value of c, you know, that is constant. Okay, so we can say that in arithmetical increase method, the population will be increasing at a constant rate. Okay, and the rate of change of population with also time is, that is constant. So we can say that dp by dt, I have written here dp by dt equals to c, and after integrating it, we will get p2 minus p1 equals to c, and whereas p2 equals to populations at the time last available census, and p1 equals to populations at the time t1, that is first census. Okay, here you can see the value of the c is constant, I have determined here. Next is, now the populations after n decade can be determined by the formula Pn equals to p plus n into x. Okay, as we know, Pn means populations after n decade. I have shown you Pn means populations after n decade. Okay, and p is, we can say that the last known populations. Okay, plus n is number of decades. We know that 1 decade equals to 10 years. Everybody should know that 1 decade equals to 10 years. Okay, so n equals to number of decades, and x is what, you know, I have told you c, you can take it as also as x, you can take it as. Okay, c is x is an average increase in the populations. Okay, so here it is the formula of arithmetical increase method, Pn equals to p plus n into x bar. Okay, Pn equals to what, whereas Pn equals to populations after n decade, and p equals to last known populations, means we are calculating the 2000, this is 2020, we will be calculating 2021 populations. Okay, so we will take the last known population, we will be taking as 2020 populations. What will be the population of 2020? We will be taking as that. Okay, if we can, next is n is number of decades. I have told you 1 decade equals to 10 years. Okay, and x is average increase in populations. So if we take an example, if we calculate the p 2021, means 2021 we will calculate it. Okay, that population we don't know, we will calculate it. So we will take the last known populations we will be taking at. So we will be taking the last known population, that is 2020, we will be taking it. Okay, plus n, 1 decade equals to 10 years, we can say that. Okay, so we will be taking as n, and x will be average increase of the populations. If we calculate 2000, 2010, 11, 2012, 2013, we will be calculating this. So we will be taking as the average, and we will calculate p 2021, we will be calculate it. Okay, so here is an example of arithmetical increasing method. We will discuss in the next slide. Okay, thank you.